All right, I'm going to click into a location to kind of view what it looks like to track the progress at the template level. So at this point, what we're viewing here, this location has already been assigned to a template. What we want to see is all the steps that have been completed and all the notes and communication that the franchisee has had between myself and them. So actually, this is not a totally good example. I'm going to go back here just to find one that has actually been worked on. So let me just move back here and refresh the page. And I need to select a separate template because I need something that has some progress that's made. So we're going to be able to select all templates, and then you can select all stages as well. So I just want a location that's fully invested in the progress, so they're using this specific process here well. So what I can see is if I go into stage 1 here on the right hand side, I can view all the steps that the franchisee has completed. It is going to denote that the franchisee has completed the step here by the check mark. Next to the step, it's going to also mention that it's done, and then if they did hit the due date or not, along with any attachments that have been attached by the franchisee during this process. Now, if you're doing some hand-holding through the onboarding process and you upload attachments for the franchisee, they will also be found here as well. After those attachments are added, there is a folder. That folder is in the profile of the location. All of those documents will actually be placed in the documents section of the location's profile. So if you click Compliance, Locations, select a location, and then go down to the Documents tab of the location, all those documents will be found there, and I can show you that briefly. Let me step aside here. So I'm going to go into Compliance, click Locations. I'm looking for location 103, which is at the top of my list. If I click into that location and go to the Documents tab, I'm going to have a Development tab here. All of those documents are going to be found here that have been uploaded from the onboarding process. So you can view, download, or when you click on it, you can also see who created it, when it was created, the expiration date if there were one, as well as you can share it with other individuals from this page. All right, so I'm going to go back to the development module. I'm clicking Locations, and then we want to define that location 103 again. We're going to click into the leases template. This location has been assigned to multiple templates, so that's another thing. The system does not limit you to assigning only one template per location. So if you had multiple templates that you wanted to run, you can always assign 2 templates at a time to a location. I'd always suggest, if this is a newly onboarding franchisee, that you only assign one template to limit confusion. All right, so let's say I am in the process and I want to view the communication that I've had. The communication is tracked if I scroll down here in the notes section. So if I'm looking to find communication that happened on the first stage of the onboarding process, I would need to toggle back and forth between those stages listed here on the right-hand side. I'm going to scroll back down. I have the ability to see a high-level overview of when each individual step was completed in that stage, as well as any communication that has been communicated back and forth between myself and the franchisee. I can change or edit the due date directly from the actual build-out state. I can move the due date here. Click Save. I can add any attachments. I can also complete this step for the franchisee as well. Keep track of any additional costs that this step would have cost the franchisee. And then I can click Done. After it's done, now this stage is, this template is a template that was built not to run in parallel. So when a template, again, does not have the Run Stages in Parallel button toggled on, it is going to allow you to basically move that franchisee through the process. So after these steps have been completed, all the steps in each individual stage, there will be this approve button that populates here in the top right-hand corner. If you click approve, it will automatically move the franchisee to the next stage in the process, or if it's the last step in the last stage, it will complete the template and it will remove that franchisee from the template. Now, the franchisee always has the ability to track the history of the steps and stages that they have completed, as well as the notes or communication that you've had back and forth during the onboarding process.